നോക്കി വെക്കാം, ജയിക്കാൻ പറ്റുമോ നോക്കി. കളിക്കലുണ്ട് അങ്ങനത്തെ ഒരാളാണ്. ഇടയ്ക്കിടയ്ക്ക് പ്രസ് കളിക്കും, ഈ ഫുട്ബോൾ കളിക്കും.
Barcelona are all smiles coming into this game. They've already secured their ticket to the promised land. This is effectively preparation for life in greener pastures. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Action has already started. And it's Messi. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own. While he is a goalkeeper. Haaland! Goal! Fluminense! There is the breakthrough! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal. Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error. I doubt very much that this was in the script. Costa Curta. And the through ball. And a chance! He has done it! And they're at it again in double quick time! Messi just did brilliantly to get that under control before what was a really good finish for him too. He made it all look so effortless as well. Fluminense are sitting pretty, 2-0 up. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. And the shots, tries a shot! Great build-up, it all deserved a better ending. He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside. Pinches it off him. It's a searching pass. Looking for options for movement. They can't read. Now it's Mbappe. Probing pass. And he's picked out the run. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Van Dijk. Costa Curta. Well seen. Saw that coming. That was well played. Well stopped. Costa Curta. Haaland. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Now it's Messi. Oh, super. Oh, Mbappe! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Maradona. Played into space. Nesta gets over and intercepts. That's a cute ball. They're not going to make any further progress now. This interception, his positioning was spot on. This ended up in no man's land. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He's shifting through the gears here. Jamal's cross. Now it's Messi. Cafu. Swishing ball. Saw the danger and he went crashing in. Goes down, but nothing given. Davids. Can he spark a counter here? He steps in, and that's the end of that. And the whistle goes for half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, Peter, there's no doubting that the situation is quite bleak when you're not only losing, but a man down as well. And while the break is most welcome in giving the opportunity for the players to regroup, there's no doubting that the next 45 minutes are going to be extremely difficult.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 21, Maradona. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Messi. Mbappe. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. The message is clear. None shall pass. That's a throw. Fluminense are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least.
A decent chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 11, Neymar.
So here comes the substitution. Well, it's an interesting move, this, Peter. It just gives opposition defences a very different challenge.
A case now of complete control. control. Great vision. That's been intercepted. Martinez. Perfectly measured that. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. And he shoots! It's a goal! Thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
And now, please turn towards the screen for a special presentation featuring...
ഗൈസ് ഒരു ചാൻസ് ചെക്കന് അടർക്ക
Barcelona get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Ended up in no man's land. Out for a throw. And it's been given away. So a very special reception for the very special Franck Ribéry. Very true. And I think all of us here are expecting an awful lot from him. He is, as far as I'm concerned, one of the very best in his preferred left-wing position. He said himself that that's where he feels most free. Because that's what gives him the freedom to make use of his pace, his movement, and his ability to shoot from a fair way out. Correct. Pass somewhat off target. Adams. Here's Maradona. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, good spread. That pass isn't the best. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And this and the finish! Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Barcelona really could have done without this. This for the lead. 1-0. Never any doubt. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition, now forced to come out.
And that is a good ball to find him. And Thank did well to stay calm there. And he's there to belt it away. Maradona was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Tries to play it through. Oh, it's Alvarez. Maradona. Oh, good take in a good area. And he's there to get it away. And that's been won straight back. Played into space. Alvarez. And they've got a throw. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Looking for options for movement. Beckenbauer. Oh, that's a key interception. Short changes him with that pass. That's a sharp pass. And he's intervened well there. Foden clears. That has not gone well. Konate. There will be 1 minute. He's got away. Neymar. A header! And the half-time whistle goes. Barcelona are still behind it, despite looking for all the world like they've pulled level.
Here we
go again.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
This is Hazard. Cleared without complication. Maradona. His interception, his positioning was spot on. Looking for the run.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Maradona. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
That's been intercepted. Tries a shot! Barcelona are back in business. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the toss and it was a very good finish and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Number 17.
Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It's looking wide. Yamal. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Bangladesh really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing theirs.
He's had a shot! Lacking in accuracy.
It's only a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though. Ribery. It's a pretty loose pass. Rijkaard.
He's offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he was quick to react. Nicely weighted ball.
Offside that time.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could get you the winner.
Shoots! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Substitution.
Time for changes on both sides, actually.
Rafinha. Number 17.
Rice gathers from the goal kick.
Number 11. Neymar.
Over to the left.
Number
Now it's
21.
Neymar. Cute ball now. How can he reach it?
Coming on the field. Number
He
9.
looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Number 20. Tavares. Number
Just throw in.
22. Lautaro Martinez. Number 41. Rice. Substitution in progress.
No way through. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
That's been intercepted. Now it's Palmer. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And this is Messi. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, well played, well played. Played out to the left flank.
Can he get it through? You can never be short of runners in the space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that will be it. Nothing to separate the sides in the end.
For the want of desire,
Drive.
or determination, no complaints.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Barcelona can always take more positives from a result like this.
Yes, Rough.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Short changes him with that pass. Knocks it into space. And the shot!
What a super start. A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Can he get on the end of this with Son Heung-min? That has ended up in no man's land. Triol. Now, can they get him away? He can get that clear. Triol makes the interception. And he's straight offside. Van Dijk. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that is not the best ball. He offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rafinha. Can he get it through? Lovely pass, but great chance! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. So smooth. A signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you. Shoots! Oh, taken with style!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very simple. The ball shooting was just beautifully measured.
Manchester United after 36
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum is shifted here, Peter. The crowd are reacting to that now.
Oh, good steal. He just read it. Jimenez. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Trying to throw in. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Dumfries. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better, but the final ball was very poor.
He's shifting through the gears here. And he's heaved it away. Played back in. To Luis Suarez! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. The team still separated by one goal, but it should be very different.
Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Suarez.
Barcelona
Luis
into the
Suarez.
half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. We're already back up and running after half-time.
Maradona.
And this is Luis Suarez. Oh, they could break here. Oh, well measured. Oh, super ball. It's Kane!
Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong. That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
They've got it again. Dumfries calmly anticipates. Mbappe. Kane. Tries from a long way out. Jamal. That's been cut out. Well played. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Tries to play it through.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Rafinha. Number 9, Suarez. Number 11, Neymar. Coming on the field, number 41,
And that pass just didn't quite work.
Rashford.
Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game.
Martinez.
Now it's Mbappe. That pass isn't the best. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment. He made it look a bit... Can he finish? No mistake! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. And that really is so impressive. I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps. And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored. I think the manager's claiming an assist here. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat. Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now. And it's Son Heung-min. Triol gets over and intercepts. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And this is Kane! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Messi. Aims beyond the defence. He's through here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Jimenez. It's Camavinga.
Only 3 minutes added time.
It's a decent ball. Caicedo is going to be disappointed with that. Nicely shaped ball. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers.
And just a quick reminder today.
Messi taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Will be removed. Thank you very much for your
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Marc-Andre ter Stegen. He's got everything you'd want from a top-level keeper. Great shot stopping, but also a very cool head and a good organiser. What's more, he's very happy to play sweeper-keeper behind that defence, mopping up loose balls before picking a pass and get his team on the front foot again.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. It's a promising position. Great chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
It's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Suarez really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now it's Luis Suarez, tries to play it through. Rodri gets over and intercepts. Looking for options for movement. Now this could be a chance. Shot a goal! He has done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not the slightest.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to...
And a chance! It's a goal! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems to believe us back.
And we have our very first corner. And that's not going to trouble anybody. Beckham. Now it's Bale. Triol makes the interception. It's a sharp little ball here. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Yamal, he is through here. Decent chance! It's there! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Oh, what has happened here? Corner then. And it's been taken short. Good take, and is he... Can he finish? And yes, it's there! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Milan get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now. All of a sudden, this one's totally up for grabs.
Cafu plays it in. That's been won straight back. Neymar.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Throw in. That's been cut out. Well played. Beckham. There's the whistle for half-time. Oh, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. So what a half. So many talking points, so many goals, so much drama. It's 3-2.
Announce today's lottery numbers. Please watch the screen if you have a ticket.
Substitutions taking place.
And we're underway again. And here's Haaland. Park Ji-sung. De Bruyne.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's De Bruyne. Beckham. Good ball, good take. Park Ji-sung finds himself offside. Knocks it out wide. Cafu. Bale. It's not an especially good pass, that. Messi. That has been cut short. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Great vision. Romero calmly anticipates. And it's Beckham. And that looks a decent ball. Haaland! And he thumps it clear. Milan have reclaimed it. Oh, red, nice interception. Out to the right.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, detail.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their product, and quickly.
Maradona. Puts a good ball through. He's certainly onside here. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Romero kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Great ball, and it's Bale!
Oh, good effort. He got plenty on that.
Bale brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 11.
So, time for changes on
Number
both sides,
9,
actually.
Suarez. Number 18. Rafinha.
Ter Stegen
Number
getting this one
21,
clear.
Maradona. Coming on the field.
Looking to play him in.
Number
Oh, that's a
13,
key interception.
Rashford.
Oh, it's beyond the
Number
defence.
22, Lautaro Martinez.
Threads one in.
21,
Now it's Messi.
Number 8.
He has found the way through.
Substitution.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And the shot's on here. Yamal knocks it into space. Corner. Is their second corner of the game. Rashford!
He will be living with himself.
Well seen, saw that coming. That was well played, well stopped. And that's offside.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, well measured. Triol is there, and he can get that clear. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically? Chance for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Cleared away.
Has been indicated.
Can he get on the end of this? There's the shot! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line.
Wonderfully smooth, smart, and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
And that will be the final act. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people.
Hello, attendees. This
After all
is
of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona definitely impressing me here.
Children.
രണ്ട് കളി കളിച്ച്. ഫസ്റ്റ് കളി സമനില, മൂന്നാമത്തെ ജയിച്ച്, രണ്ടാമത്തെ ജയിച്ച്, മൂന്നാമത്തെ ജയിച്ച്. ഓക്കെ, ഗുഡ് നൈറ്റ് ഗൈസ്. എല്ലാവരും ആരെങ്കിലും കാണുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ എല്ലാവരോടും ഗുഡ് നൈറ്റ്. ആരും കാണുന്നത് എനിക്കറിയാം, പിന്നെ ആരോടും പറയണ്ട. ആരെങ്കിലും കണ്ട് സപ്പോർട്ട്